Namaskar, I'm Falguni Mahajan of ITL Public School, Dwarka, and today what I'm going to be speaking about is mental health first aid. Now, I understand that we are all going through these troubled times. COVID-19 has impacted us both on professional and personal front. It is important that we keep our health in mind. When I talk about being healthy, I do not only talk about being physically healthy, which obviously remains crucial. What I'm also speaking about is being mentally well, an aspect which is often left out of our conversations of being healthy. That's because we live in a society where mental health is not given its due importance. So, as I was saying, as a day passes by, checking on the number of coronavirus cases on rise, or us incurring pessimism of every minute of every day by reading news, most of it being fake news, thanks to our honorable WhatsApp University, it is important that we do not let that affect our mind, do not let it affect how our brain functions. So it remains crucial during this period that we keep our mental health uptight, and with that also help others, our family, our peers keep their mental health uptight. Now, when I talk about helping others being mentally well or overcoming their emotional distress, I'm often asked this question: how do you know that a person is undergoing through an emotional distress? And that's a pertinent and valid question because mental health cases are not obvious. They're not visible to a naked eye. It's not like a sprain on our hand that we get to know that a person is unhealthy. It's something which is inherent, which is in our body, which is in our brain, which is psychological. So to understand this, the first and the foremost thing is to talk to the person who is undergoing through all of this, to understand their problems and to tell them that you relate with them. What clinical psychologists would say is that there are to certain illnesses, there are certain symptoms attached. Like for depression and anxiety, there are symptoms like loss of appetite or eating too much, or sleeping less or sleeping more, or weeping too often, that is crying too often. So all these aspects are for us to understand what the other person is going through. Now, once we understand who is confronting this problem, it is important that we help the other person. How we help the other person is how mental health first aid enters the picture. Now, let's break down this word to understand its meaning. Mental health first aid. Mental health first aid. What is first aid actually? First aid is the primary aid that one receives when professional help is impossible to seek or is not present there at that moment. Now, similar is the case with mental health. Sometimes there are people undergoing emotional distress. They do not want to talk about it, or specifically do not want to seek professional help. It is during this time that we, as ordinary citizens, we work through our relationships with that person and help him or her overcome the problem of mental illness. Now, there are a number of ways in which we can help the person, but I've shortlisted down to 3. First of all is being calm. When the other person is already not calm about how things are going, how things are unfolding in his or her life, and is under emotional distress, may also face panic attacks, it is important that we keep our calm in explaining to the person on what he might face or how he is, or helping him overcome the problem. So it's important that we stay calm. Now, the second thing is reassuring the person that we are with him or her. Reassurance is very important. Now, let's just take this entire present scenario in consideration. COVID-19, as I just said, has affected us all, our personal lives, our professional lives. Now, at this time, it is really helpful to think that we are all in this together, and it's just a phase which will pass. It's a difficult phase that is being confronted by us all. It is important to remember that coronavirus is a challenge to all of us and not specifically to me or specifically to someone else. So, to a mentally ill patient, it's important to reassure that we are at them at every step they take, in their fight against this illness. And the third thing which remains is validation. Believe it or not, as human beings, we are in this constant urge and need to seek validation from the other person. And it's important to give our validation to the person who wants it, because it's a crucial step in ensuring that they are mentally intact, that they are well. Now, these three were ways through which you could help the other person overcome their anxiety or other illnesses that they're going through. At last, I would just like to say that before you help others, ensure that you are mentally well. I mean, when you go on a plane, we hear air hostesses saying that first you put on your air mask in case of emergency, and then you help the other person to wear their air mask. Similar is the case with mental health. You ensure that you are mentally well, that you are in a fit state of mind, and then you help others achieve that fit state of mind. I know this is a difficult time, but we just need to remember that this is a phase which will pass. Have you ever heard of Pablo Neruda? He said that he'll count up to 12. Until then, the world should remain silent. Well, this is the 12 seconds that we are talking about, what we are going through. We are not stuck at our houses, we are there at our houses because Earth is taking a break. We all are in need of this break. And this break is for us to ensure that we remain well. To constantly work on ourselves, to know how are we growing, to know how will we become in future. This is a break for us to work on ourselves. I mean, this is a break to think about aspects of self-love and to be mentally well, to confront any problem that comes along the way. Stay safe, stay home. Thank you.